Right, buddy, welcome back to a preview. Now, this is the Manchester United preview versus West Ham. It's another obviously big game for Manchester United. A great win on Sunday against Crystal Palace. Obviously, there's games coming up thick and fast. This is going to be a preview for the game against West Ham. We'll be looking at the predicted team. We'll be looking at West Ham. But the main thing I want to talk about is the game for Ruben Amorim. Now, obviously, as we look at Manchester United, we look at the team news going into this game. Now, Martinez, could it be a potential return for him? We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, he got 10 minutes in the game against Crystal Palace, which was good for him. Do I think he's ready to start? Probably not, but we'll talk about the teams in a moment. Now, West Ham, in terms of their results, obviously they played Liverpool on Sunday and they lost 2-0. And listen, West Ham haven't been great this season. Obviously, they brought in Nuno as their new manager, but they have been struggling to get points. They sit 17th in the Premier League table, and the results ain't great. And I think this is a game where United are at home, Old Trafford. It's going to be a packed crowd. You go and get some goals, and I know it's easier said than done. You look at that Everton game as the perfect opportunity to go and get some points. But I think for me, this one is another opportunity. Now, obviously, the last time we played them was in pre-season. We beat them 2-1. But the last time was Ten Hag's. I believe it was Ten Hag's. No, it wasn't actually. It was one of Ruben Amorim's games where we got beaten 2-0 by West Ham. And I think West Ham, listen, they're a different side to where they were then. And they have been pretty poor of late. 17th in the league, 13 games, 11 points, which again isn't great for where West Ham have been of late. In their last five, they've lost 2, won 2, and drawn 1. So last five form ain't too bad. But if you look at their stats, away from home, they played 6 games, won 1, drawn 2, and lost 3. They've scored 7 goals but conceded 10. They've picked up 5 points away from home but 6 at home. So their form isn't great, to be honest, in the games in which they played. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for Manchester United to kind of get some points. And again, Manchester United go into this game off the back of a wicked result. I wouldn't say it was a good performance, but a good result against West Ham. So I think against Crystal Palace. So that's something definitely to look forward for. I think the way in which we played in that second half was a lot more intense. We had way more quality, and I think that's the way in which Manchester United should be continuing to go from now on. I think that intensity, and it just shows that little bit of intensity does make a difference, and I think that has been a huge boost for Manchester United of late, the intensity, and I think that's something that we need to see against West Ham. You can't give West Ham a sniff in this game. You have to be on them from minute one. Obviously, in terms of their team news, Paqueta is suspended for this game after picking up a red card in the game against Liverpool, so he is a huge miss for them. But yeah, going into the game, I think I'm very, very confident. I think Manchester United will get the victory. And now we're going to look at the teams. So listen, this was the Manchester United team that faced Crystal Palace. It was obviously Casemiro. Lamons in goal, De Ligt, Casemiro. De Ligt, Casemiro, and Lamont in goal, Euro, De Ligt and Shaw's the back three. Casemiro, Fernandez, Diallo, Dallo, Mount, and Burmo and Xerxes. So, listen, that was a team. Do I expect it to be changes? I think so. Obviously, Cunha is back for the game. He posted on Instagram the fact that he's ready for the game, so that's a huge boost. But again, in terms of rotational changes, maybe you bring in Martinez, but I think if Martinez is going to get any minutes in this game, it will be the second 45 minutes or maybe even half an hour off the bench. So I think you keep the back three, Shaw, De Ligt and Euro. Again, you could see Mazraoui come in. I think you have to start Ahmad at right wing back. I think he offers so much from that position, and I think it makes a lot of sense to play him there. His quality from that position has been great. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is going to start. Hopefully, he got 2 assists against Palace. Hopefully, he can get some more. Casemiro, again, could you potentially see Mainu come in to have that bit more control in midfield against West Ham at home? Maybe, but I just think Casemiro is the play he's been going for at the moment, so you keep him in the team. Dallo as well, again, he probably didn't have the worst performance that I've seen from Dallo. I still wouldn't start him. I'd give Dorgu an opportunity, but again, we'll have to wait and see. And obviously, Mason Mount and Burmo and Xerxes led the line. It was a wicked goal by Xerxes, a wicked goal by Mount. Again, I think they both undeserved to be dropped, but I think if Cunha is available, you put him back into the team. I don't see a reason why you don't do that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But the team that I would go for would be Lamons in goal. I'd go Mazraoui right centre back, De Ligt, Shaw. I'd go Dorgu, Ahmad, Casemiro, Fernandez, then I'd go Mbeumo, Cunha, and probably Mount. And I know it's unfortunate to drop Zirkzee in a game like this, but that's just the team I'd go for personally. Now let's look at this West Ham team. That was the West Ham team in their last game against Liverpool. Obviously Areola, obviously Paqueta, red card, he is suspended. But they've got decent players, you know. Todibo was someone who United were linked to. Mavropanos is a decent defender. Fernandez, obviously we know about Wan-Bissaka's assets. But you look at where West Ham are in the table, and you look at their form guide, I'm expecting Manchester United to win the game. Again, Nuno Espirito Santo hasn't gotten clicking. They play a variant of formation. Sometimes they play a 4, sometimes they play a 3. But we know they have a few danger men. Jared Bowen's a wicked player, and we know he can cause problems at any point in the defence. Callum Wilson as well, but I think Manchester United will have the better over West Ham. But that's the team. If you want to look at any sort of good players for them, I'd say Jared Bowen. I think Potts is a decent player as well in that midfield. But yeah, I think Manchester United will have the better of them. So let's go back to this one. So yeah, I think in terms of the game, predictions and what to expect, I expect it to be a comfortable win for Manchester United. Yes, West Ham have beaten us in our last game at Old Trafford, but you look at how we've improved. West Ham have probably got worse since then. I think it will be a good opportunity for Ruben Amorim and Manchester United. Sorry, my voice is going. To get 3 points. We're currently 7th in the league. 3 points. Obviously, a lot of other clubs, well, I think everyone else would have played by the time Manchester United played. So again, it'd be a good opportunity to get 3 points. In terms of other games, obviously Liverpool have got Sunderland. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But it's a big opportunity for United. I hope we can get the win. It's a big opportunity for us to get a win. I think Manchester United need it more than anything. I think it's a perfect opportunity for United to get a win in terms of momentum, but also 3 points. And listen, our goal difference ain't great. It's +1. So I'm looking at hopefully you can get some goals. We got Mbeumo, we got Cunha. Hopefully be a good opportunity for Manchester United to get some points. But listen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In terms of predictions, I'm going to back Manchester United. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. I think, listen, yes, West Ham haven't been great of late, and United, it depends on which United we're going to get. But I'm hoping we have a good opportunity and we get 3 points under our belt. Nuno Espirito Santo is going to be a tough game. But I think one thing that we need to see from United from the get-go is the intensity, the quality that we've been seeing for a while at Manchester United in games so far. And I think Everton was just a blip. And maybe the first half against Palace, we're hoping those are just blips. But we need to see that intensity from the start. And then I'm certain Manchester United will get the win. But listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. That has been your preview for Manchester United versus West Ham. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Again, it's going to be a very, very difficult game. No, it shouldn't be a difficult game, compared to what we had against Palace. But you never know what to expect. You never know what you're going to get from Manchester United. We could have a very, very good game, batter them 3-0, Bob's your uncle. Or we could get absolutely played off the park, have a performance against West Ham, and then again the question marks start to arise. So we'll have to see what does develop with that. But I'm going to go for a 3-0 Manchester United win. I'm backing Le Mans to get a clean sheet. If I'm going goal scorers, I think Mbeumo will get one. I need him for the FPL, to be honest. And hopefully Bruno Fernandes can get one as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. That has been your preview for Manchester United's home game against West Ham. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one. But let me know your predictions and teams in the comments section below. Peace.